The Gospel of St. Matthew, chapter 14. Herod's opinion concerning Christ. John is beheaded. Christ feedeth 5,000 men with 5 loaves and 2 fishes. He prayeth in the mountain. He appeareth by night unto his disciples upon the sea, and saveth Peter. They confess him to be the Son of God. He healeth all that touch the hem of his garment. At the time Herod the Tetrarch heard of the fame of Jesus, and said unto his servants, This is John Baptist. He is risen again from the dead, and therefore great works are wrought by him. For Herod had taken John, and bound him, and put him in prison for Herodias' sake, his brother Philip's wife. For John said unto him, It is not lawful for thee to have her. And when he would have put him to death, he feared the multitude, because they counted him as a prophet. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them, and pleased Herod. Wherefore he promised with an oath that he would give her whatsoever she would ask. And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, Give me here John Baptist's head in a platter. And the king was sorry, nevertheless, because of the oath, and them that sat with him at the table, he commanded it to be given her, and sent and beheaded John in the prison. And his head was brought in a platter, and given to the maid, and she brought it unto her mother. And his disciples came and took up his body and buried it, and went and told Jesus. And when Jesus heard it, he departed thence by ship into a desert place apart. And when the multitude had heard it, they followed him afoot out of the cities. And Jesus went forth and saw a great multitude, and was moved with compassion toward them, and he healed their sick. And when even was come, his disciples came to him, saying, This is a desert place, and the hour is already past. Let the multitude depart, that they may go into the towns and buy them victuals. But Jesus said to them, They have no need to go away. Give ye them to eat. Then said they unto him, We have here but 5 loaves and 2 fishes. And he said, Bring them hither to me. And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the grass, and took the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes, and looked up to heaven, and blessed, and brake, and gave the loaves to his disciples, and the disciples to the multitude. And they did all eat, and were sufficed. And they took up of the fragments that remained 12 baskets full. And they that had eaten were about 5,000 men, beside women and little children. And straightway Jesus compelled his disciples to enter into a ship, and to go over before him, while he sent the multitude away. And as soon as he had sent the multitude away, he went up into a mountain alone to pray. And when the even was come, he was there alone, and the ship was now in the midst of the sea, and was tossed with waves, for it was a contrary wind. And in the 4th watch of the night Jesus went unto them, walking on the sea. And when his disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, It is a spirit, and cried out for fear. But straightway Jesus spake unto them, saying, Be of good comfort, it is I, be not afraid. Then Peter answered him, and said, Master, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water. And he said, Come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw a mighty wind, he was afraid, and as he began to sink, he cried, saying, Master, save me. So immediately Jesus stretched forth his hand, and caught him, and said to him, O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt? And as soon as they were come into the ship, the wind ceased, and they that were in the ship came and worshipped him, saying, Of a truth, thou art the Son of God. And when they were come out over, there came into the land of Gennesaret. And when the men of that place knew him, they sent out into all that country round about, and brought unto him all that were sick, and besought him that they might touch the hem of his garment only. And as many as touched it